Hello and welcome to some more Factorio. Well, I'll get the game loaded up. Hang on. Where I did some work during the week, and let's just load it up and we'll show you. I did this before. I don't know if it's just getting to a sort of size where where it can't quite cope, or if there's something weird going on. No problems. I thought it might tell me, because there have been a few updates just recently. I thought it might say this has changed. Right, yes. So during the week, I did a little bit of work, and it was exactly what I said I was going to do at the end of last stream, which is I moved the walls down. So previously, the wall ended here, and this was a train line going, outside the walls. So I moved the walls down, basically. And what that involved is lots of tedious picking up of the old walls and replacing of the same material down here. Obviously, had to do with land filling to fill it in, to make that happen. Originally, because I did lay it out last time, but I wasn't going to do the four walls. I was going to do a slightly different version of them, but I ended up with so much stone and concrete and all that sort of stuff stuck in some chests that I was like, well, I'm either going to have to ferry this all back up, all the way back up here, leave it there, which I don't fancy doing it, and it'll probably end up in the way, or maybe destroy it or whatever. And I was just like, well, why don't I just lay the concrete down that I've got? And because if you look at this, because I've literally moved, a wall that was there down to there was that equivalent amount of concrete. And the spiders carry, or the spider that has the concrete, has about 1.5 lengths of this section. So, between two tracks, it's got about 1.5 that distance. And if you look, that's about 1.5 extra train things. So effectively, it was just 2 trips. The spider already had one, and it was just a trip back to get more concrete. So basically, this is all the same walls that I've been doing. It's all filled out, and there's concrete, and got the path thing here and all that sort of stuff. So it's basically identical wall, just moved down, basically. That part of it wasn't the tedious part. The tedious part was picking it all up, because there was tons of ammunition, because each of these chests has 600 rounds in it, and of course you've got loads of turrets here with ammo and boxes with ammo and stuff. So the ammo didn't quite fill it. The ammo only did about half of it. So I have had the trains running to fill up all the extra bits, because we are on the verge. I literally, at the end of the stream, I realised that if I finished the artillery shell range research, that would trigger a whole load of attacks that I wasn't prepared for. So I killed that off, and it's literally, we are. I don't think I can see, can I? But you can see the green line there. That is literally. If I start it, it'll literally, it'll be 2 seconds and it'll be done. I literally stopped it like seconds before it was going to do. Let's have a. Oh look, this is Vita spawning. I was kind of talking about last week. So let's have a bit of fun there. And you see they take several hits. There you go. Oh, one of them turned into a worm, and he's just been missed. I doubt. Oh, there we go. So the few late ones will turn up. But you see, they take multiple hits from artillery, the old big biters. And that's obviously triggered that to come and restock. Yeah, so it's all sort of done. So what I thought we'd literally start with is basically, this is the white science, 1 rocket's worth of production here. And then this is like the plastic. Now, the plastic isn't quite so important to do. But this it needs to move up anyway, because I want the rockets. I don't want to join up with the solar panel because that would cause weirdness. But we needed to get it quite close. We've got the train line here, and I could just move that up a smidge so that does go through the green bit there. But what we can do is basically just come and copy this, and then just sort of move it up and see if I can stamp down 6 of them. Because I have decided the trains are going to all go outside of the base and just pick up, resources. Because basically for each of these, all I need is coal, iron, and copper. Don't need stone. Don't need stone. And this uses oil, I think. No, that uses coal, doesn't it? Oh, no, because it's plastic. It uses both. Or did I put oil in here? One of them's got oil, and I can't remember which it is. Anyway, we can take a look when we go down. But if we literally just go and copy and paste it, or cut and paste it, I guess, and see if we can fit how we can fit 3 in, that, and then these 3, and then I need to work out the whole landfill situation, basically. So we are back at the base. Everyone is stocked up and ready to go. I'm not going to have them follow me. I'm going to have them follow this one and put it close by because I don't want them filling out. I might as well have everyone come down, I guess. But say everyone's stocked up and filled up and ready to go, including landfill and all of that stuff. You're following? Perfect. So I'll have you lot. I think the landfill's already down here somewhere. There you go, there's the landfill. So I'll have this lot stand there. I can't remember what I did with the military ones. They must be out somewhere, are they? Because I kept having to send them out to clear out new colonizations. Where are they? Oh, you're over there. Oh, you're over there. Okay. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, right. Oh, yes. And then what I did that while I was doing some stuff, is I did some stuff over here. Okay. Because this still all needs outposting for the blue and the military. Oh, right. I clearly didn't actually finish. I thought I'd finished. But I did not. Okay. So, in that case, while I'm messing about, we might as well send these guys over there. Let's turn all that off. Over there. And get them to just finish that bit of, I assume it's just whatever's missing. I was playing about with getting the train to deliver stuff. My personal train. And I think there's a strong argument for doing it because I still need so many outposts. What timer did I set that on, if any? Oh, it must be on 144. That's fine then. I'm surprised it's on though. Because this just emphasised that it's so far to go that it's just completely impractical. And if we have to do some outposting like that, again, basically, right, I'll turn my bots off. Have you even got any bots on you? Or have you got walls and stuff? No, you've got bots. So we'll just get rid of them altogether. Stick some legs in. The game is weirdly quiet for me. I did put the sound back up, didn't I? Let's do that. I'm also gonna, you won't see this, but I'm gonna check my, I might turn my, no, I turned it up. I turned my headphones up. I haven't accidentally. Oh yeah, that wasn't quite up. Anyway, we'll run over. I was saying in yesterday's Satisfactory stream that I'm streaming Dyson Sphere program on a Monday, and I had two great streams basically the week before and last week for completely different reasons. So 2 weeks ago, somebody was kind of giving me all sorts of tips because the whole blueprinting and copy and pasting was new to me, and I must admit I'm not sold on how they've done blueprinting, but the copy and paste system they've got is awesome. I really really like it. But they would give me all sorts of, you know, advice and tips and stuff. So it was almost like a reverse stream. You know, it's like well, you know, you get the no backseating allowed. It was like the opposite of that. It was like backseating the stream. So that was awesome. But then the following week, I think I was basically the only person streaming in English. And I think there were 3 people in total streaming Dyson Sphere program. And so people almost didn't have a choice. It was like me or nothing else. So it's all a bit of self-effacing self promo, basically. That I've started that series now, and it's sort of cracking on. I think I've decided I am gonna, you know, I'm gonna complete the game. I think I was dithering on whether I would sort of give up or not. You know, because it was just about learning blueprints and stuff. Really, was all I wanted to do, and I kind of did that. Right, so we're going in here. And then yesterday in Satisfactory stream, I was basically prattling on about one of my favourite topics on that, which is whether or not. So this doesn't appear to have properly laid this down, does it? It doesn't matter. I'll probably need to change the position of them, but I was wondering why this doesn't. I've obviously not held shift when I did it because it's not properly put the thing down. But I've still got the blueprints, so I can plop them over the top. But we could just use it to give us an approximate position. I think I will go and if we go and pick up, if I've got room, yeah, we'll have room. We'll go and pick up this bit of rail just so it's completely out of the way. In fact, we'll move it up. Should have done that actually. As part of my wall reworking, but didn't occur to me. Oh, Biddly Bob. Let's pop that in there. Let's pop that in there. Give us plenty of room. I'm going to grab this stuff. Yeah, so I was saying, you know, one of my favourite little topics on that is when Update 5 will come out and whether I'm going to finish, you know, that playthrough before that happens. And the answer is a definite no now because they've announced that October the 26th is when Update 5 happens for Satisfactory. They've also definitively said that it won't break saves, which I either completely misunderstood something or they changed that, or I don't know, because I'm pretty sure when it was first mentioned it was going to break saves. Right, so I've just put this here. I don't know, you know, how long it'll need to be, but so that it is obvious where this is. I'll fill that bit in if I can. Is that everything? Yeah, take some of them back. Yeah, so I now know when that will be happening, and that will be happening. I'm not going to finish my playthrough before that happens, so I will roll straight into Update 5. If it's not going to break the save, I'll just keep going, basically. Oh, bum. Okay. Right, so let's copy this. In fact, I want to cut and paste it, really, don't I? I say it's just to give me a. In fact, it probably needs to go over a bit because there's a bit of rail over there. I've used for sizing purposes. So let's give this a go. So go all the way over here. If we get to these pipes and go a bit further, we should be okay on this side. It's about here-ish. Again, that's sort of a sly self-promo thing. If you're watching live or on the VODs, I've got a Satisfactory series on the go as well, if that's of interest to you. But yeah, today I'm hoping I'll at least get sort of white science laid out, and I'll fill out a load of the blueprint. So if I do that, I should just be able to plop it there. So it's not a proper, it's not a proper blueprint, because in fact, if I do that, I mean, I should have cleared the trees as well, but I just kind of didn't. But yeah, this should pick up if we run around. If there were any accidental bits and pieces that I put down, they are worth picking up, because they'll get in the way otherwise. So we'll see about this. Make sure I've not left any stuff behind. Cool. Because it's that rubbish I accidentally put down. I need to pick these up because, say, I accidentally put this rubbish down. Right, so hopefully from the map we can probably get a feel for where these need to go. So I think they can pretty much go, you know, in a line with that. You know, I don't think there's going to be any problem if I do that in theory. What I do just need to be careful of, though, is the walls there. So if that was like the furthest left I go, then there's a possibility that some of the roboports might overlap, but not really. And we can go, so this is probably, so I want a bit of room. Let's say, oh, that's not very convenient. If I do that. I want a bit of room because I don't want any overlapping roboports, because we're going to be, you know, picking the white science up with roboports. So if that was here, and then turn that off, like that. And if I move this way, I can see where the edge of it is. Right, that's better. As I really wish there was like a mega radar in vanilla. So, oh, there's loads of room, isn't there? Loads of room. I don't need to be that tight up against there, so that, you know, that'd give me more room to move belts around the place if I can move that way. Because basically, well, I'll just stick them down. So, you know, I would be going something like, you know, 2, 3, then the plastic, you know, 4, 5, 6. So that's, if they're all squished in together, you know, they'd only go up to about there. So if I get rid of that, yeah. So this doesn't need to be anywhere near as close to that as that. So I think maybe, I don't know whether I want to bother making them an even distance apart or something like that. What about if I use the train line? Or I could just slap the power poles down, couldn't I? Because they're... What's it going to do? Because this sort of connected, didn't it? The distances are just so enormous now. It's all a bit silly. Because you're not going to plop down if I do... Oh, no. Okay. And is that a good distance with that? Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to have a look this way. And we'll see. Because I've still got a load of warnings here. Oh, they've not even made it, you see. You see, it takes so long. What's that? It's been, what, 10 minutes of me flapping me gums? And I'm only just about to reach it. Oh, I'm doing that to avoid... Right. I bet it's assigned those jobs to bots on the thing, isn't it? So if we do that, and then put it in. Like that. And then what about if I just jump out? Shoot the tree. Okay, that didn't quite work. I don't know what happened there. Right, what I'm trying to do is basically work out what would be a good sort of distance to make them roughly even. So I'm not massively fussed if it's not exact. You know, I'm not doing it from an aesthetic point of view. I just want to have a nice... Oops. This is the problem with Spider. Doesn't tend to... No. Sometimes doesn't do straight lines very well. It's because it's avoiding the trees and stuff, basically. Right, so, yes, say, if we go along here... Wait. I think we've gone in there. It doesn't really matter. But so as it avoids the trees, it effectively wobbles about. But yeah, I can then count up the number of power poles, divide that by 8, and that should give me a nice distance for each power pole, for each build. Plastic is slightly wider, I think, but not. Oh, bum. Am I really out of? Wow, that's like 50. I mean, I'm roughly halfway, aren't I? Right, so it looks like... I mean, what I could do, I could send them over there as well. Because it's sort of on the... I mean, it's not, but it's sort of on the way. Because that's getting on my nerves, that. The sort of random attacks I was getting have kind of finished because all of the outposts are basically idle now. I mean, they're not. I mean, obviously this is new, so we'll get a load of rubbish happening here as well, but that is the nature of the beastie. So if I go this way, make sure I'm there. Can I? No, I can't sneak up that way, can I? Because over here, and I don't want to send the spiders through this. Okay. So if I go up that way, oh no, they get stuck on the water, won't they? Oh, I have to redo all of that. Right, that way, 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 that way. So this time I'll go this way, make sure we're well past the water. Then again, nice and past the water. Over to there, to there, to there, to there, 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 there. Wow. I bet that takes them the entire stream, that. This doesn't have long power poles in it, does it? I can't just sit in this and... Oh, bum. How many can I make? How many can I make? I can make 20. That's not going to be enough, is it? Oh, actually, I can count the number of missing ones that, unless it'll count them. What I should have done is just counted the substations, because they're uniformly laid out, aren't they? That was dumb. In fact, I could have counted the number of roboports. That would have given me a distance. Oh well. Oh well. So there's no one really watching now, and that's the unfortunate bit of this series. I think if there's no one around, oh, I've gone way too far. If there's no one around, then the whole purpose is a little bit defeated, because it's kind of having an audience. Not, that's the wrong term. Having someone to watch, effectively. That was kind of the thing I was after, really. Not that I don't, So if does this count these? 13. Oh, it does. It counts them. Okay. Okay, so that tells me a number anyway. So we have 125, which is not a great number. But is it not 40? No, of course it's not 40. Let's just, hang on. Let's write the calculatrice. So 125 divided by 8 is 15.6. So if we go with 15, so basically every 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. So basically this, can I mark that in some way? Maybe if I, oh, well, it's this copper patch, isn't it? Okay, and then another 15. Got to be some way for me to, maybe if I put a roboport in there. So it's 15 is this one. So we could put a roboport. Also, that would be useful actually anyway, to show me what the maximum thing is, because if I put it there, then it won't connect. So that's the maximum distance. And then 15 again. They might even come and lay that roboport in for me. Roboport. This one. Like that. And then 15 here. Oops. 14, 15. I mean, I fully, I understand why people don't watch sort of thing. I'm nobody. But, say, it's all sort of, we kind of got into the most tedious bit, basically. I mean, this should be fairly interesting, but, is that literally just outposts? And I had seriously considered a different approach, I think. And I need to give some serious consideration to whether I want to come up with a different approach, essentially, because the outposting is so tedious and so long-winded that it may kill any fun I'm having at all, which is not good. What I thought about doing is coming up with a new special, like, I think this was the 15th one, a new special, like, wall extension thing, why does that not add up? So there's only 5 left there. How many have we got then? So we got... Oops. If this is 9, that'll be perfect. Well, there's one missing, isn't there? I didn't put them in... Okay, so it was here, wasn't it? Mine would have been perfect because... you know, would have left... We could have had a bigger gap here, and obviously this is a great big lake I don't particularly want to fill in. So 1, 2, is that 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I guess 5, 6, 7, sort of 8. Did I miscount this? Because this looks further over than... No, that is 15. Because that distance there looks further than that distance there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So where's this one? It's here. Yeah, it's a bit closer that way than I was hoping. So I think maybe if we move it sort of 3 over or something. Yeah, that's what we'll do. So 1, 2, 3. So the actual each space science build will be there. So that'll be the furthest one over. So if this was it here, see what I mean? There's absolutely loads of room. Oh, got the wrong thing. There you go. So there's loads of room. So I'm not actually going to have to landfill as much of these as I was worried, but I'm basically going to have to landfill all of that. Okay. So if this was the, you know, if that's the roboport there, which it is, but it's not properly aligned because railways. So if that was it there, would that be a problem? Probably not, but let's be a little bit safe. We'll plop it on the edge of the... In fact, let's put it 1 down. Or do I want to... No, that'll be fine. Because then it'll only be halfway up, basically. Yeah, that's plenty of room. So that's the first one there. Cool. Okay. Oh, they're going to start filling it out, are you? Okay. So what we'll do... In fact, I can give it some of that. We need to move each one 3 over. So 1, 2, 3. Like that. I'm just trying to give myself like the most room, but without being stupidly pedantic about everything. So I literally put it... Where did I put it? It was on the edge, wasn't it? So it was here. But there. Is that right? No, well, let's line it up like that. No, it was outside. Okay. So it's there. Cool. Cool. Mm-hmm. Didn't I put some legs in? No, just slow. Okay, and then 3 over. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, there-ish. And then map. And that. And so it's just outside. I mean, it's not, you know, it doesn't need to be exact. That's not the point. Just to give me a bit of breathing room, basically. So considering what to do next in Factorio, you know, what to do as a series next, and I want something a little more manageable, a little more not an enormous amount of work. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm getting these lined up, aren't I? That looks about right. Yeah, I do want these to be in line because that, you know, I'd be annoying if they're one tile out or something. I think I'm going to do. Oh wait, did I move? Yeah, because that's I'm going to do the achievements I haven't done. So there's 2 achievements I haven't done, which are the 2 in quotes speedrun achievements. So the finish the game in 8 hours and finish the game in 15 hours. So 1, 2, 3. Which, you know, the actual speed runs are like 2 hours, I think, aren't they? But yeah, for me, that's a huge speed run. That's going to be a bit of a challenge. Well, I think I could probably do it in 15 hours, just with, you know, benign settings. Is that right? Yeah. You know, so like, oh, actually, what was that? Is this? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, why have I didn't divide it by 7? That's not what I want at all, is it? Okay, so that was wrong. So I need to do some undoing. So I need to undo that. Undo that. But then remember it needs to be there. Undo that. And then that's okay. So, because I only want 6 of these, but I want, you know, plastic, and I'm going to need probably a bit, because it's wider, you see, and I may need another one. So, oh, actually, I also need the satellite built, don't I? So I do need 8, but not 8 of these. I need 8 slots. So I've got 1, 2, 3. I already undid that one. This is, and I need to put the robot port here. So in theory, this is going to be, you know, that would be, say, in fact, let's put a little tag on. So plastic here, for example, and the actual satellites here. And then 1, 2, 3 rockets. And we need 1, 2, 3 rockets. Yeah, okay, brilliant. Oh, dodged the bullet there. I could have made a right mess of that. Yeah, so I think I'll do the speed runs, but basically what that means is essentially a playthrough of the game where I try to work out some standard blueprints, or not standard blueprints, some blueprints that will work, that I can basically, you know, save to, you know, my, you know, what should we call it? You know, like general blueprint library, and then once I'm happy, I've got a build that, you know, will launch a satellite and isn't too. Did I move that over? Yeah, I did. Isn't, you know, overly producing, and, you know, is fairly optimized for what it needs to do. Then I do a stream where I try and, you know, do the speed run basically. Or I mean, it'd be a weekend, I would imagine, because if it is a sort of 8-hour playthrough, I could do 2 4-hour streams maybe. I mean, I could do one big 8-hour stream maybe. I don't know. One thing I'm unsure about with that achievement is whether what it like does, in terms of, you know, if you pause the game, does the timer keep running? I could check that out basically, but It'd be a bit unfair if the timer kept running when you pause it, because you can't. It's not one of those games where you can do stuff while it's running, while it's paused. So it'd be a bit unfair if it did keep running, but I can always save it and come back to it, type of thing. But I'm sort of assuming that actually I'll probably have a design or something that does it in sort of 6 hours or something. So if I end up reading chat for a bit or whatever, then it's not gonna. Do it again. Is that lined up? Yeah, there we go. Right, so that's them positioned. Obviously, they're missing bits and pieces. But yeah, that tells me roughly where they need to be, so we can get the landfill involved. Because see, this is where it gets tricky, because it's overlapping with that, isn't it? And I was hoping to use that. How many other boys doing? Oh, they're just about to get there. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I was thinking about coming up with some special designs for the walls, basically, that I could literally extend these walls, so we would have a connecting piece. Because all you really need is just solid rows of laser turrets with plenty of substations, to back themselves up, and you can also sort of, do long power poles as sort of a secondary backup, and then a bunch of roboports to cover them, basically. And effectively, I would come up with a new design that I would just I lay down here. It's just simple lasers. I just push them down, basically. Either in sort of sections, boxes, or the entire thing. The entire thing's quite heavy, but once we know where the trains are going, I can just literally go straight down, probably, and maybe just landfill the entire thing as I need it. Obviously not excessively so. I didn't turn my bots off. It doesn't matter now. Oh, I did want to check is what I'm actually doing in terms of materials. Is this using oil? I think it's using oil, this, isn't it? No, it isn't, is it? No, because steam engines, that's coal as well. Did I use oil then? It's the satellite build. The satellite build has oil in it. Everything else is plastic. Okay. I remember now. Right, they must have finished by now. Oh, we've got one thing with a... What the heck does that mean? Missing construction robot. Well, no, it's missing a construction robot. I bet that it's trying to put it down, isn't it? It's trying to put put something down, and it's the tree needs to go, and it won't let it put it down. It's one of those situations. Right, so can I go this way? I can. So bring you down here. Down here. Oh no, not that way. Let's go to here then. Yeah, so I think that'll be the series after this. When that'll be, I don't know. I mean, it had been my plan to... I might just leave them there, actually, for a bit. Right, we'll turn all the bots on and stuff, and we'll fill out this first one, and then I'll fill in the gaps as well to make sure it is all sort of kosher and lined up. I mean, this is good. We're going to be like 4 streams or something filling all this out. Right. So I'll turn my bots on. I'll turn your bots on. I'm feeling a bit discombobulated, if I'm totally honest. I'm sort of a bit all over the place, really. But I usually feel that on the Saturday stream. I think it's because it's switching from normal mode to, not work mode to sort of streaming mode, as it were. So this is obviously I need to connect these up, but this is the idea that it's a single line coming out. And I can reposition this. I say the idea is it all connects together. So now I've got room to, send the rail through whichever gap is best and easiest here. So this one, plenty of room to go wherever and probably go out here rather than come and have to landfill this entire lake outside the borders. Except, of course, as noted, may well end up. Have I? No, I need to do that. May well end up extending the borders, because then, although that'll be fairly long-winded, the big advantage is that, charge up and load it back up, is that I don't have to lay any of the outpost stuff down. So it's literally just trains, train stations, and miners. Oh, and obviously the smelting as well, which is a big enough job as it is, but adding in the defences won't be necessary because we'll be protected. And in the grand scheme of things, one of the big problems with these outposts is you have to sort of defend them on all sides. I'll probably put walls in it as well. But if you imagine, if this was an edge to the base, effectively one outpost is like twice the size. So that would be up to there, and that would be up to there, and so that one outpost is effectively like a big strip, like that. If you imagine it unfurled, which that would take us sort of all the way down there, basically. So one outpost is like, what's that? A fifth or something, a sixth of the entire wall. So I've got one, and that's it's sort of an average thing, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 outposts. So we could be down here with the walls, and I'd have all of the resources in this area. It's sensible, it sort of entirely makes sense when you think about it, but that's classic me, that I sort of learn by doing more than thinking things out in advance to a degree. Have you got? I bet you've still got loads of value. So if I pinch a bit of that, biddly bob. So if I put some trees in you, in fact, let's not completely fill you. Take them out. Some very strange noises from somewhere there. Right, stick in some more panels in case that helps. I wish the bots charged a bit more like they do in Dyson Sphere program, where it's like basically instantaneous. Oh, look, there's a little bit missing there. Missing all over the place. Because the bots just sort of instantly charge in Dyson Sphere program when they load up, when they go inside you, as it were. So you still have to power them, but it's not quite the same difficulty. Have you got? No, that's all about gone. I think we're empty. So, is everyone else back? Not quite. Okay. So we'll head back there as well. This is what I'm saying. What I could probably do, you see, is load up my personal train, bring it down here, and then we've got a whole load of extra material to sort this out, basically, or to fill this in. Oh, I was going to fill the missing bits in, wasn't I? Oh, never mind. Because, I know what this is. It's assembly machines, beacons, modules, belts. Oh, well, and smelters, I guess. Chemical labs, things like that. And I think chemical labs and refineries are kind of covered. We've probably got enough pipes. So it's really just a case of filling my train up with, assembly machines. In fact, probably not assembly machines, it's the beacons and modules, really, that are the biggest problem. Beacons, modules, and belts, sorry. Let us pop them back on. Let's get over there quicker. No, I won't do that yet. So could I do that? Because at the moment this has just got a bunch of these on, but I can just turn these round, basically, so that they're not working. And then, in fact, does that reach? No, it doesn't reach, does it? So I could put some requesters here, you see. And each one can be identical, I think. And then if I put something like that. Oops. I say, well, they'll do that for me. And when we're over there, if we stick in some orders. Yeah, that'll do. Let's give you my wood. Right then. So I guess they're all filled up now. So we could just send them down while I fiddle about. And we could get them to sort of maybe stand in the middle there or something. We're going to need a bunch of rockets, in fact. Am I even making them? Gold as such. Rocket silos. Looks like I probably am if I've got 4 in stock. Why don't we? Because aren't they one? Don't they take up an entire inventory slot? Anyway, let's go and fiddle about. I need to do that. Fiddle about with this. Because I should stay in the Roboport area, I think. Right, so what could I do? I could filter this for starters, so we could have beacons. Now, every beacon holds 2 modules, so but they stack to 50, don't they? So they stack to 20? 10. No. Yeah, they stack to 10, don't they? Okay. So, what? So, each 50 of them is actually like 5 of them. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, effectively, 2 of those is an entire row of beacons. Okay. So, why don't we have them? Oops. and that. And then we can put belts in here. Oh, I forgot you can't click and drag. And then maybe we just put, because there's a whole bunch of undergrounds in particular. What am I looking for? I'm looking for undergrounds. And then like that. And then just fill the rest in with. I mean, I guess we are going to use a lot of pipe. We could put one of them, and no, it gives too many things for it to order. Because only going to be able to order three things, unless I mess about more. So there's not really any point in doing them, but we could do plenty of belt. So if we order up some of them, say 2 stacks, and we order up. Would it be better with buffer chests? I might be, but we order up some of them. Say 2 stacks is 100 of the others, isn't it? So if we order 100 of them, and then how many belts? Like 1600. So if I order up, say 800 belts. Cool. So in fact, let's just copy and paste that properly. Oh no, I need to copy that. Do that, and then we'll copy. Oops. Copy that. And that. And that should copy down the orders. So it's basically half a train's worth of stuff I'm ordering. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. And I filled up, I'm filled up, are you filled up? You're filled up. Right, so let's head back. Okay, and in the meantime, I'm interested to know actually. I mean, obviously, I did fill out a bit of it, but how much can one load of Spidertrons fill out? That's kind of a big question. So it has got gaps and stuff. My idea was that each Spidertron would kind of be unique or focused on a particular thing. So there's one Spidertron with lots of rail in it, another with chemical stuff in it, another with assembly machines and that in there. So that was my concept. And one's all about wall, the concrete for the walls and that sort of thing. That was my concept. But I think in reality, and but the problem was it was too much faffing about to work out what each one was each time. So I ended up just taking every one of them with me every time, which is not a problem, but it means it sort of renders them a little bit redundant. I mean, I would probably still do it that way again, but possibly with a bit more of like 4 completely generic ones. There's like belt basically. So run out of charge. But yeah, I can bring the train over here, I think. I don't think it will. It might have to go a hell of a weird way around. But I think it connects to this system. So we'll let it fill up. But then it's got, the thing I'm going to be using most, basically. Things I'm going to be using most. Right, so they can't quite fill out a full thing, can they? Let's have a look, see how much. Because what I'm going to set this one up with all the belts and stuff, and then re-copy and paste it over the top. Because nothing, I won't be picking any of this up, but I will be, filling in the belts. So it should just then copy and paste directly over. The tricky bit is I've got the water I was thinking of using for this build is here, and that's quite a distance to come with pipes. Luckily, of course, now we've got a bit of space, we could always train it over. We can have literally a train that just fills up with water quickly, squirts it into a few things there, and then I'm not having to deal with the whole pump issue. I quite like that idea, actually, thinking about it. But yeah, we'll connect all these train bits together here, and connect that in and sort it all out properly. Have you all run out of juice again? I think you've run out of juice, haven't you? I'm here now. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Nobody worry. I am here. Get rid of that. What have you got still? Don't panic. I am here. I have returned. How are you lot doing? Why don't you follow me around? Why don't you follow me around? I get rid of extra legs. Power that up. I suppose it might be different in that with the, I think I just put the same 8-side unloader at all stations, didn't I? Oh no, that's a single one. Okay. So I might need to swap that out. That's not too much of a problem. Get all of this done. We should have all the rail, because I say Railtron has got tons of rail stuff on it. Right, so that's not quite all of that. We'll do that bit there. Go up there as well. You didn't... Are we seriously out of green inserters? Oh, you're not following me, are you? Got the wrong controller. There we go. Right, is there anything else I can add on? So maybe some of this stuff. Don't know if I've got any of that. No, it doesn't look like it. How are we doing? So you see, this is all beacons and modules, basically. So that's what the train's got on it. Probably doesn't actually need the modules if they're in Spider as well. Right, can we fill any of this out? Okay, so that's just a single, because that's the coal, isn't it? Presumably. Oh, got a weird thing there. I don't know what that was about. Okay, I think we'll call that as much as I can fill out now. So what's missing? I say basically beacons, modules, belts. It looks like there's a load of chests needed as well. Okay, so we'll see if we can get the train to come here. Might take a while for it to work round. So if I go there, it's very quick though, this train. Yeah, there you go. So I can get to there. It won't be able to go anywhere, so it'll just stop. So I won't have that issue where the temp station is only 5 seconds, so and it disappears. Right, so let's fill some of this back out again. So we know we've got a booklet here with this build properly set out. We cannot do all of it though. So there is a bit of a gap, bit of water here, isn't there, you see? Okay, so let's find my landfill. Landfill island. Nuclear, there it is. So if I make very carefully, do that. Because I don't, I just need a couple of places to put pumps in, basically. And then we'll plop this in again. This time now with landfill. We'll bring the landfill people over and have them run round there. Now this should then have. Oh, it's got the. I thought I'd kept that separate. Okay. What else is there on there? Oh, those are all the satellite ones, aren't they? Okay. Right, so back to the main booklet. And this should have the train stations in it. Somewhere, is that one? So that's the normal one, so I'll put that there. Oh, does it not? Oh, it does, for unload, okay. And then this is the double-sided version. Oh, it doesn't rename them. Okay, that's annoying. And then this is the double-sided again. In fact, they're not lined up, are they? That's lined up. That one isn't. Oh dear. And it's only one thing over, so that was obviously a little slip. Okay, I don't like that, so I am going to pick that up. I'll leave the station, and then I know where to put it. Because it's not there, it's there. So pick that up again now. This here. Like that. I need to just fine tune this. Do all of that. And I'm looking for the wrong thing. So it's there. Okay. And then are these at least in line? Yeah. Yeah. And this is the double-sided. And then this is the single-sided. Okay. So let's run around and sort all of that out. We've got a bunch of spiders full of crap, as is their wont. No, not you. There we go. Anyone else stuck? Oh, okay. Yes, so sort this out. Has that train arrived yet? No. See, even that's got to go a gigantic distance, but it is a lot quicker than the spiders. So yeah, I think what I would need to do if I ever kind of had another go at a Megabase is come up with a system that involved a sort of a combination of train supply and Spidertron supply, And maybe, the ultimate design does involve some outposting at super long distance. But the real hub of the system would be a base that expands. And I think I would probably. I mean, let's be frank about it. That's what Neil House's Megabase in a Book series is doing. So I'm not saying like that's some genius revelation that I've come up with. Clearly not. But yeah, it'd be my take on it. I wouldn't just copy what he does. But yeah, sort of I say, same sort of concept, as it were, same sort of principle. But my hopefully unique take on it. Have we run out of rail? Yeah, I think we're run out of rail. Crikey. Well, so they've done the landfill now, so I can plop that back on top again. Where is it? Must be there. That one. So I'll plop that down again. Like that. So there is some shenanigans going to have to happen here. What can we do? But that's not too much of a problem. Let's take them out of the way and let them restock as well. So somebody here doesn't have anywhere to go, which suggests, don't they? Yeah. So there's a bot here trying to put a rail down. I'll put it back in. No? Oh, we're not out of rail. What? Maybe it's a charge thing, charge issue. Right. There's a train here yet. The train has arrived. Excellent. So, let us do something about that. So, I think I'm going to sort of do a bit of a go through and see if anyone's got any weird stuff on them. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, I'll pop out. Yes, no path, I know. I know, no path, no. Yeah, we'll blow up all the wood. Let's try not to blow my solar field up at the same time. So get rid of that. I could obviously chuck it. In fact, that might be easier. Chuck it in an active provider chest. And then the bots from the block. You see, I've got random bits of rubbish in each of these. And why have you got a light? So just sort of empty them out. So that we know there's no, there you go, weirdness going on. Whoops. I mean, I could set up a logistic, In fact, if I move them into that, they'd probably sort it out. But the bots are a long way away over there. Might as well take them and that. Okay. So stick that in there. Then we will. No, what am I doing? Let's get some legs on. So, some belt, some beat. I don't think it was really missing belts as such, was I? But in fact, why don't I do this more like a? Why don't I make this a station? So instead of that, yeah. So if I just make this a station, where would be most convenient? So if it pulls up, say, it's difficult because there's so many things on it. And for some reason, my setting seems to have gone back to a lower number. 2, 4, 6, and it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, if I put it there, and this is like white temp. And then if we add that on there, make sure we're not in the way. And then the weight condition is going to be somewhat silly, like fluid count. Oil is greater than 0, which can never be true. So it will never go away, basically. And then if we put... Am I in the robot network there? No. So what we could do is we can have some roboports here. Because I'm pretty sure Blue's got some loggy bots. And then we put that there, say. So we've got a separate little network here. Yeah. And then these are some storage chests. Because what I'll do, I basically have it come here. Oh, I think we've run out of inserters, haven't we, between us? Don't think anybody's got any inserters left, but we'll see. Because you haven't. I've got some long-handed. Don't want them. What about you lot? Ah! So there's some fasts there. What about stacks? Have we got any stacks? No stacks there. Nope. Nope. No. Okay, so we can only use fasts, but that's fine. And then basically dump... No, it doesn't really matter what they do. We dump the contents into these chests. With a bit of power. So it's this sort of a system I need to come up with, basically. I think to make expanding the base more practical. So we do that, and then we do... Oh. Why is nothing happening? Why are you not unloading? Oh, because you're trying to leave... What? Oh, of course it cycled on to the next thing. Couldn't get there, and when I added that on, it doesn't count. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's better. That's better. Right. And I say, I need to come up with some sort of blueprint version of this that is, you know, the same idea, I think. Oh, got one randomly over there. Is everybody following now? Cool. And we can also do with some storage as well for like wood and stone and stuff that gets dumped in there. And there we are. You see, it's restocked us, but this won't go anywhere because it's got this nonsensical condition. And it's only I can put a little temp loop, like, damn you auto thingy. Have I not got rail? See, there's tons of rail. Why didn't it put that down? Anyway, so we'll do a quick and dirty loop. Is that going to be in the way? See, why does it not connect? That'll do. So I can send it back, but I can change whatever recipes I want here, and then, you know, do the old map copy paste thingy to change the the requests. So we've got lots of belt, you see. So we could just send it round as a loop and see if it works, essentially. I do want to change that to full cargo, though, don't I? Because otherwise it'll just immediately come back here. Yeah, okay. Right, let's see what else we can add in. Obviously, we're still missing quite a lot of stuff, but this will get us a lot closer to fully done. And it turns out we do have a lot of trains, so we could do that bit as well. A lot of train, a lot of rail. What I could do, I could power this up, couldn't I? Because we know there's a power source very close by. Should I might, if I... let's power you, but I don't think that's where the RoboPort network will be, but yeah, that'll do. Right, so let's have a run round, see what else we can fill out. I'm going to leave the water side of it till last, I think. We will cross that particular Rubicon when we get there. So when I lay these down, I'll just fill them out to the extent that I need to for, you know, the main construction parts, and I'll work out all the other issues later. Oh, we're not got enough. Okay. Right, so there's not enough prod modules as well. Okay. Okay. Well, I should do this one properly, shouldn't I? I should hook it up to all the materials it needs. Really. Otherwise, I'm not really testing it. What are you lot moaning about? Yeah, prod modules are just missing, aren't they? Okay. Okay. So we need, like, inserters. In fact, let's do that. So we need... like stack inserters. We need what? I do need long power poles. I'm not a fan of smallish requests, though. In fact, no, let's not do that one that way. So what else is missing is prod modules in bigger numbers. So we probably want like 100 of them as a request. But it was stack inserters, lots of. And what? I mean, I know I need these boilers, but that's a different question. Oh, it was chests, wasn't it? Where are chests? There they are. Quite a lot of chests. Okay, so what should we be able to do? Let's copy that. Where am I going? Over here. It's not set off yet. Okay. I mean, I could add one on, basically. So I could stick that there, like that, and I could set up a train carriage here, and put the filter on it. And I think it lets me copy and paste it with a filter. We shall see. So if I do that and then say, because just the one carriage with this, so how many is that? That's 50, 100, 200, so that's 300. And then it was these boys. It's the same, well, actually, in fact, let's just make it a little bit more even. So we'll do one of them, like that. And then we want chests. We want lots of chests. Oh, they stack to 50 there, don't they? So that's loads of them. Cap that. Now it should, if I hit hold shift. No? Yeah, okay. So you want the trains, really. Do I even want the entities? Just want the carriage, basically, don't I? Now, hopefully this will let me... In fact, let's test it. So if I paste it down here... Let's just pop it in there. What does that... Oh, yeah, it does have the recipe. Excellent. Okay. So I put that there. Add that on there as well. It should fill that in. And then that'll get the extra bits. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully that all works. Fingers crossed. Right. So we might as well sort of finish off this rail because we know we've got loads of rail. I mean, we'll have to order up some rail, but given it's one Spidertron with like loads and loads of rail in, that might just be easy to send him back in this case. Where's my corner? There's my corner. There we go. So plop that there. We don't need that there. And that's fine like that. Cool. And then I think it's just a manual bit of straight rail I did, didn't it? Probably. And then this corner here. That. Guess I probably don't need that. Or that. That. Did I connect the power over here? No, I didn't. Okay. So let's connect this at the top somewhere. Brilliant. Doesn't reach. Of course it doesn't. Should I put a radar on? Make it feel like that's got more of a point. So I think I'm bringing in copper here, aren't I? Really, this should be on the other side, I think. But it's not much going to be much different. But so really, this is copper. So this is copper, copper. Unload. But that's not what I'm calling them, is it? Yeah. It's got the beaker on it. White, copper, copper 1 unload, I guess. Cool. Right. So that weaves around there. This then must be iron plate. In fact, let's just do that and then call that iron plate 1. Symbol plate. Oops. I guess really it should be white 1. Yeah, because the iron plate needs to go in there as well, and in there. Oh, okay. Right. So we're going to fill this bit in. Not that one. That one. Where is it? There it is. Now, what must this be? Because one of these needs to be copper and one needs to be iron plate. Let's go and have a quick butcher's. So these are all copper here, aren't they? So it must have been iron plate on this side. And copper on the other one. So this would actually be home plate 2. And this would be copper 2. And then this is going to be coal. Oops. Okay. So, we might as well take these around the corner. I guess. I mean, excuse me. Yeah, I think if I join them all up here, so take them all to here, and then I can weave that round wherever I need to. What is here? Oh, it's 2 bits of railway. Right. Do I want to give myself a bit of space? Yes. And, you know, won't matter because of that one anyway. Oh, in fact, I've overlapped them, haven't I? That was naughty. Okay. Right, so if we have one, that one, like that, and then we do a corner that way, and then back to the straight rail, take that all the way over, in fact, leave that on there, and then this wants to be that sort of an intersection, like that. Connect that to there, that to there, and then connect these again with a bit of straight rail. Didn't seem to line up for some reason, I don't know why. That. Oh, are we now definitely out of rail? I can't believe that. I bet you're lying to me, aren't you? You're lying to me. Right, so that wants to go there, but that overlaps with a power pole, obviously. Yes, of course it does. How can it do anything but? No, we're not out of rail. We're just being lazy. Don't really need that malarkey there, do I? Let's get rid of that. And that. Oh. That and that. There's going to be a whole, I mean, there's a whole thing of sorting the rails out properly. No. I've done a little bit on some of the earlier outposts, but not outposts, science builds, but I have not done a lot of it. Right, so this is all hooked up. I don't suppose the train's back, is it? No. Why not? Oh, it's on manual. Why is it on manual? Oh, because I added on the thing. So it's missing some tiny thing. Is it missing... Oh, why do we not have prod modules? What? There's millions of them. Oh, these weren't set to take from buffer chests. Nuts. Right. Right, which way round does it need to be? Yeah, request from buffer chests needed to be enabled. So the chests are on the bottom there, aren't they? Is that the right way around? Yes. So, yes. So, copy and paste that again. Do that. There won't be any prods in general storage. There we go. Right. Once they've done that, they should be back. It should be back, rather. Okay. We're doing well. Ish. I know I'm missing them. Undergrounds is a bit of an issue. I could add them onto that last carriage, couldn't I? Let's let it come. Oh, it's on its way, so I can sort of sort that out, basically. So I want to add on undergrounds and splitters, I think. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, what we can do now is use my general tree clearing blueprint. That one there. To clear ourselves a bit of space for belt work, which is going to be all down here. In fact, that is almost certainly all going to have to go. Biddly bob. You take some wood for me. And then I need to clear... Do I need to clear that? Probably not. I do need to clear this though, because the amount of copper and stuff that needs to come this way. So I will sort this side of it out as a single job. But what I can do, is just add in the little bits of belt here. Because that's not going to make any difference in the grand scheme of things. I could also copy that into the recipe. Suppose each one's going to be different, though, is the thing. Are you solid? I think so. Cool. Right. So that's clear already. We're going to need to clear this out as well. Biddle E-bob. And then this is going to have to go to... Which side is that on? It's both. So we're going to need a bit of room there. A bit of room there. Lots of room here. Probably there as well. Might as well. Give ourselves a little treat. Give ourselves a little treat. Awesome. So that should be... Oh, not them. Yes, I know. Dear me. They're like needy children. Why is this not powered? I guess there's no connection there, is it? Oh, no, I haven't done that bit. I need to do that bit. That's missing. So this needs to be added on. And then I need the old corner. Like so. Don't need that power pile though. Don't really need that one either. Bit of straight rail. No. Bit of straight rail. Bit of straight rail. Power pole. No power pole. Okay. So, is the train back? No, the train is not back. Why are you still not back? Because you haven't come a million miles? Yeah, you're having to come 1,000,000 miles. Basically, I think it has to go right the way around the perimeter. Oh dear. Let's head up there in anticipation, though, because the bots can clear out all this wood. Have we got any more loggy bots? It would be useful to have a bit quicker. I'm sure, yeah, there we are. So I turn that off. Put these in. And now. Nice. They're going to be ages, aren't they? I mean, I could unload on both sides. Not there, though. Oh. So, put that there. Why have you put the wood in that storage? Get out of the way. I can't see anything. Right. Okay. Why have you put the wood in the storage? Okay, so I need to unload this one as well. And we need that there, that there, and that there. Not there, though. Oh, is that outside of range? That is. So why have they put the wood in the storage there? Okay. How far away is that network? Because what I could do is just be really, really naughty. Since they've done that. And if we have a filter, somebody's got some filter inserters somewhere. I know they have. Don't lie to me about not having filter inserters. Yeah, I guess it was because there was one in there already, but I don't know why they've not gone for that. I could put filters on them and stuff, but in fact, stack filter inserters. That's better. So put them on there. Grab a bit of out. Oops, bit of out. Bridge across that, and then I want you to get the wood. The wood. The wood. And feed it across there. Thank you very much. Awesome. So this one we can add on. Couple of undergrounds. Like that. In fact, let's do 3 undergrounds and 2 splitters. So we want undergrounds going underground, and we want splitters. What? Splitters? Don't really matter which way around these are, but stick them on there. Put them in there. Coolio. Right, get rid of them. I mean, this is empty. I could send it back. I mean, I'm gonna need these for all of the, um, you know, all the other builds anyway. So it's not like I'm stacking up stuff I don't need. And even if I do, I can just flip the things around, fill the train back up, and send it home again, and it'll flip the active providers around, all that sort of rubbish, and it'll sort it out. Okay, so yeah, we'll send it back home. Make sure I'm off the track. Excelente. Cool. Now we should be able to fill out some more chests. I didn't add stack filter inserters, stack inserters. Did I? Or were they already on there? What's it moaning about not having it here? Oh, it's the undergrounds. Okay, yeah. We know they're missing. Lost track a bit there. Right, so something missing up here. Or is it undergrounds again? What are we missing? Lots of undergrounds. Okay. Yeah, it's mostly undergrounds that seem to be missing, actually. Certainly in this bit. Get them in. Now I know I'm missing, stacks around here. Go. Oh, and of course we're missing a few of the old modules. Okay, and then more stacks missing. And same again here. Okay. Right, so I think that is structurally it, as it were. Apart from the belts. And we can do that next. What's missing here? More undergrounds. Okay. I think I want to get a radar or two in. Because we need some up here. For proper coverage. That might be interesting. So, if I put one here. And then also, maybe if I put one here. Yeah, so that gives me a full viewage. Right, excellent. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to basically send the spiders back to do a full restock. Apart from me. And purple spider. And we will work on... Okay. We will work on... There. Work on the belts. Let's start at the top left. The belt we won't be able to do is the plastic, and I'm not anticipating, doing that until the plastic build is there. I may end up with some kind of train solution for that because they're going to have to. It's going to have to be a huge distance for them. Right, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then those are all iron. This is copper. But it's only 3. Uh-huh. And obviously all of this copper is feeding all of this. Okay. So I do need these 3, and they're green circuits for blue. So that needs to be quite high priority. This is low density structures. So sort of less important, if you see what I mean. I think I'd be better off with the double-sided unload. And we take these 3. Yeah. Take those 3 from one side. And these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the other side. Yeah, let's do that. Let's not mess about. So, already correcting this. What's it actually look like different-wise? It's like that, isn't it? Okay, so it's this side of it that changes, basically. So it's this stuff and sort of this stuff. In fact, let's just pick it all up. Like that. And if I put this down, it's going to change the station name, isn't it? I don't want to fanny around with that, so I'll just do that. Do that. Do that. And that should be back to... Yep. Cool. Right, so we're going to have to reverse this. But that's not too much of an issue. In fact, let's not do it with that. Let's do it there. And we just G. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Now am I going to have room? So I need 1, 2. Oh, that's going to be a point, actually. Might be better, therefore. It's too close, really, isn't it? Because I've got to get plastic in here as well. That's the problem. Is it that much of a problem, though? Because it's going to be 7 again, isn't it? Why did I put this so close? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if that's the plastic, I then need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I could do is tweak this to bring it down to 4 belts of unloading. That would give me room. So in other words, rather than kind of do this, we do, oops, this, and then plop. It's going to be in there, isn't it? There we go. And then plop that right there. These could all just be the same. Like that. Probably need to pick all of this up to make it a little bit easier. Like that. Copy that. Like that. and then I've got, and I can take. I mean, if I really need to, I can sort of double those back. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gap. So the furthest out, yeah, I'm going to have to double them back on themselves. Why did I put this station so close? Because that would be there. Yeah, it's not gonna work if I do that. So rather than that, we will, if I do that, like that. Let's make it a bit tidier, because so do it like that. So it's not quite so horrendous. So actually that needs to be one further down. Like that, and then this would be here. Whoops. Like that. And then we want undergrounds there, there, and there. Undergrounds there. Oops. There. Undergrounds there and there. Okay. And then we put, well, we'll give it a little bit of space, but then we put a 4-to-3 balancer on. Almost seems kind of pointless that, but there you go. 4-to-3. 4-to-4, 4-to-3. Like that. So that's that one. This is going to be in the way, isn't it? Yeah, okay, brilliant. Marvellous. Let's move it in one then. There we go, like that. So, well, we'll take it to the end. Like that. But that wants to feed all the way down to the bottom. I'm just trying to alleviate some of the copper demand from the other end, basically. So I will leave the plastic until later. But we need an 8-to-7 higher. That one there. No, let's just go round. Belt is cheap. A4. Gosh, there we go. There. And then I want to line this up with... let's give a little bit more space just in case. Space just in case. Oh, all the way around. Brilliant. Well done. Okay. And then get me corner. Corner majig. Corner majig. Straight bit majig. Cool. Spidey, can you fill that out for me? I bet, have you still got legs on? Yeah. No, you haven't. Going mad. If I grab them... and you go back and refill. Oh, train's back. So that... I should be able to grab some undergrounds then, shouldn't I? Oh, good. Cool. Okay. So it started putting the wood in the other chest, I guess, because it's now the ones it was. But it tends to do a thing where it basically essentially copies what's already there, unless you put. I mean, you can put a filter on it, but it it basically copies. Right. Well, if there's wood in there already, I'll put more wood in there. That's essentially how it works. So it's sort of tidying / organising it a bit automatically, but so it's in an uncontrolled way essentially. So you can get some odd effects. Let's just fill them out. Cool. Cool. Right. So we want copper. Copper. Go get me copper. Yeah. Oh. Oh no, I do. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine. Something like this anyway. Right. One. I say, I imagine what I'm going to have to do is some kind of train-based, like super mini train network or something to bring the plastic over here, because I can see it being well, an almost ridiculous amount of belts to feed it all into everything. Okay, so that's that station sort of hooked up ish, because I've still got them to do. But these are basically going to feed these essentially. So have I got all the debris? Yeah, got all the debris. Okay. So if I maybe, that's going to be in the way, isn't it? That train. Okay. So I want 4 bits of iron there. So we could 8 to 4 that, and then it'd be easier to tweak it around anyway. And then I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, crikey, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then is it just 1 up here? It is, isn't it? 17 for that one. And that's tiny amount of iron because it's just sulfuric acid. So, let's count that again. So I've got 4 there, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm looking at the plastic, aren't I? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. How does the iron get into that? Oh, how am I feeding iron into there? Because that's the copper cable. Oh, that's iron. Oh, this is iron here. Okay. So 4 there, and 4 there, 8. And then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So how have I counted differently there? We've got, well, let's ignore that one. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8, 9, 10, 11. So 14, so it's 15 basically. Okay, so what we could probably do, because we've got 3 there, and 4 there, and 4 there. And then the next one I need is all the way down here. So what I can actually do is reverse these belts and, you know, take it underground basically there. But it's 1-to-1 basically. It's, you know, I just need an 8-to-8 balancer sort of thing on all of them, I think. One lane will be sort of criminally underused, really. But that's fine. Yeah, so I then need to hook these up. Let's take them down to there so it's a bit tidier. There, there. In the UK today, it was well, basically, people have started panic buying petrol because they're basically idiots. But also, they're basically idiots. No, it's one of those things where you sort of. I'll be frank. There was the same thing happened during the COVID thing where people would, say, "Oh, well, people, that people weren't wearing masks and all this sort of stuff," and they weren't wearing masks, and it's like, I don't know. There's this weird thing. I don't know what. There must be some proper name for it, like in psychology or something. But it's like where something doesn't apply to you. So you basically find everyone saying, "Well, people are being idiots and panic buying petrol," as they're standing in a queue to panic buy petrol at the pump. Americans would call it gasoline, basically. So petroleum gas. It's like not petroleum gas. Ordinary fuel for ordinary cars, basically. And it's been sparked because basically the extremely bad idea that Brexit it was and is, has turned out to be an extremely bad idea. And there aren't enough lorry drivers, basically, because most of the lorry, or a good proportion of the lorry drivers, were EU nationals, and they went home when they got the very clear message that this country was quite racist and didn't really want them here. So they went home. And now there's no one to drive the trucks. It's almost like it's a cause and effect thing, really. So yeah, there's no truck drivers, basically. So there have been shortages for a while. I mean, there are obviously shortages during the whole, lockdown because people weren't working, or were limited shift numbers and stuff like that. So, it's almost like a continuation of that, but the government seems to be determined to take us out of lockdown, but hasn't really realised that that means they need to sort things out. Wait. If it's 16, why do I don't need this side at all, do I? This doesn't need to be a double unloader because I've got one up there. There's no iron over here at all. So then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So actually, both of the iron ones just need to be... So I don't need any of this at all. And in fact, this doesn't need to be a double unloader. Let's just get rid of as much of this as we need to. I mean, I'm not... In fact, let's just delete sort of all of that. Because I can just copy and paste this. So we keep the station name. And then plop in a single-sided one. And then copy it back. I imagine these are all done now, are they? Yep. So let's bring them back. Get them back into the party. Wait, did I put a double on? I did, didn't I? What an idiot. That's the one I want. Like that. In fact, and it unloads, but it unloads on the other side. So actually, no, I need to take this up. I'll have to rework this bit as well, probably. Okay. I'll get this right in a minute. Right, so we can do that. Pop that on there. Hopefully that... I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not saved me that much effort, but... Right, now, so... Then we have an 8 to 8 unloader. And then I need to take that. Am I out of juice? Am I? Okay. Okay. Take that way. Like that. Hook all of this up. Wrong one. Like that. That there. That there. Pop that there. Cool. So those are going up. Ba-doom. Right. Come to me, Spidey. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a minute to recharge. So they're coming in. Should I send you back again? Well, there's quite a lot of... Well, it's not that much. It's a lot of belt. How are we doing? So, is this more sensible? So we're still lacking undergrounds. There's loads of room for plastic in there. That's all fine and good. So I need to hook these ones up to this train. But I need to do exactly what I've just done. Up above. So we'll cut that out. Let's just take out the whole section. We'll just copy and paste this out of the way. We will... No. Find that. We will put that on. Kill it off. Fill everything back out again. So this copper needs to feed everything here. So I mean, these need to be full, but these ones don't. So these don't really need to be full lanes, so that'll help us out. But I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then these do need to be properly full. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Bit of a weird number. But basically I'm thinking one side of this feeds these ones because they're, that's 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's just almost like a direct thing. And then these ones are sort of halfy ones. I could actually do that. I could do what I did here. Split half a lane. And just feed in, not as much. Because these need to be a bit more properly supplied. In fact, yeah, that's probably what I'll do, I think. Right. Are we done? Are we charging a bit? We're charging a bit. So we'll put this on here. Do I need 8? I need 1 going that way. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count it differently every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, so I do need 8. But one of them's a pathetic mini lane. Okay. So we'll go up that. And I guess let's stay out the way a bit. See how far up I can go. Like that, I think. I do need some going that way, so I guess we could put them nice and close here, because there's nothing coming in the bottom. But just in case. Now, probably my easiest, because I only need, I need 3 lanes. So if we were to put them there, oh, I brought 4 over, okay. I'll leave that one, because that's the one that needs to go north. So got that. Oops. Wrong thing. And that. Oh. The other one we can just sort of work out, but I can always, take it there. And these, I can move these over if I need to squish things up a bit more, so that's not a problem. So we want these probably all the way that way. No, don't do that. Like that. And then I'm going to have to do the plastic, but there's quite a lot of plastic. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's somewhere in the region of a dozen. So it is quite a lot of lanes of plastic. Okay. So if I had them coming up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 gap. So that's like the worst case scenario. Coupled because I might have miscounted or something. So this is where this lane needs to be at a minimum. Oh, okay. So that connects to there, to there. This one here. Take that down. Add that one on. So we want that one. We want that one. That one. Oh, perfect. Perfect. There we go. Right. Spidey must still have some belt. Spidey's always got some belt. Oh, I can pick that up, can't I? Okay. Super duper. Yeah, so one side of this copper will go to feed these. On the left. And one side on the right. Let's underground this one. Oh, I can't. Well, I haven't got any. No, missed. Is that going to work? I think that'll work. Cool. I don't want to put that super close in case I need, in case there's some error I've made or whatever. Now, if I, how many have I got here? Because I'm going to need a lot of room for all of, it's like, is it 14 belts or something I need up that way? So what I'm actually thinking is I do want to underground these, I think. Yeah. Not underground, you know, move these up, basically. So we take that. Put it, well, leave a bit of a gap, like that. And then I will... Oh, I keep looking for undergrounds, but I haven't got any left. So if I put that there, yeah, perfect. Where's the other one? The other one is there. Oops. Like that. And then same on this side. Like that. And then I can either, well, I'll probably, might as well do it. Something like that. Well, no. Let's work that one out when we need to. But yeah, we've then got these four. Oops. this. Felt really old this week. I mean, I feel old most weeks, but Nevermind by Nirvana, released 30 years ago when I was 14. But I mean, it also turned out that Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic, released 30 years ago as well this week. Two seminal albums, as they say. Had a huge impact on me. So, well, let's backwards work this. So, because this is where the copper is coming anyway, so that would be sort of the closest I could get without fanning around. So, how many can I get in there? 1, 2. So 2, 4. Oh no, I was going to split these, wasn't I? Okay. That's still right though, but I just need to do that basically. So, am I going to leave room? Let's do a count. So if I left a gap of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, and then the iron could possibly come up there, or maybe there. Okay. Well, I don't actually need all that much room, do I? Because if I'm splitting these, it's actually tighter or less belts. Okay. Oh, why does that not add up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, that's why, because there's 11. Huh. Huh. So if I was to then leave a bit of room. No, I haven't really got a bit of room to leave. Okay. Do, do, do. Okay. I was just sort of discovering music when at that sort of time, because we weren't really a musical family, if you see what I mean. And I don't mean that as in playing music, but we never really used to listen to music. I mean, my parents had when they were young, as it were. I'm not saying they become anti-music or something weird, but yeah, they sort of listen. It was almost like music. I mean, they were Beatles was their thing, and it was almost like once the Beatles, broke up, as it were, there was no such thing as more music. So I actually got 9 lanes there. That's unfortunate. So in that case, what I can do is something a bit weird, which is we can take this, and do an 8 to 8. And 3 of the lanes we can just take straight up. These 3. But the others we can do a 5 to 2, 4, 6. 5 to 6. 5 to 6. Like that. So if we put this, say, here. So those ones go to there. Oops. That isn't the same. I mean, music was listened to in the house, but not in that sort of way. You know, not in a sort of a... So it'd be on the radio, basically. That was essentially what was listened to. And the radio that tended to be listened to was like radio, what's called Radio 2. And it's basically, it's like Golden Oldies channel, basically. I mean, it isn't really, but, you know. So it was older stuff. Right, so I bet you lot can come over here and finish this off. We're nearly there. I mean, we're not, because, you know. In fact, let's see if we can sort of fill all of that out. We got all of that stuff. Done all of them. Done all of them. And then you probably got these as well. And maybe even that one. Let's take you down there and across here. And you can probably go over there and do that bit, and maybe them as well. Maybe go over there and do that. You're going to be busy. Right. So I need to go and get rocket silo and steam engines. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 6 steam engines. So, in fact, let's just get a stack of steam engine. I'll you know, bring them over because I need them for the plastic as well, I believe. We also need the rocket silos. So if I put them, I say I don't know that I'm really making them, but we'll see. Where the heck is the rocket? Isn't it military? No. There it is. So ideally 6, but I don't know that I've got 6, but that's all fine and good. What's on these? Okay, so we can replace that. That's obviously that one, so we bin that. So my intention is to redo that one, basically, rather than edit that one. Right, so we have got some stuff missed. Is that just because you didn't do it as you were going? Oh, they're not following me. They're not following me. We've got to do the coal, obviously. But, so that's just them missing. Oh, there's some undergrounds as well. Okay. I don't find it very distinct, the pink they use to denote, you know, blueprint stuff. Right, so we need to hook up the coal. That's a bit simpler because it should 4 lanes should sort us, and 8 to 4 is a nice simple little balance, huh? Like that. Take this up. I don't. Is that in line? Oh, look at that. Excuse me. We'll take it back a little way to give some room for hot pipe action. So yeah, so water needs feeding in there, but that's the only place water needs feeding in. Trouble is, it's a long way away. So that is a... Oh, this isn't filled out either, look. So just go and do that bit. But essentially, you know, full spiders will do almost all of this. And the bits we're bringing over in, you know, the train seem to be basically right. So long as I send the spiders back for a quick do. Yeah, okay. So I'm now going to copy this. You know, so we'll call this white with trains. Happy with that. But we will edit the contents. Can I just do it from the map now? I can. Ooh. Oh. Why are there gaps there? Oh, because it's not in radar coverage. Or it's not in visible range. Right, let's do it again. And then edit content. Wait for the autosave. Right. What happened there? Okay. Okay, all of that up to, but not including the robo port. And it's not got that bit either, because that's not in radar coverage. Brilliant. Let's just do it by hand then. If you're not going to play ball, just do it by hand. Say, super radars, that's what the game needs. And I know there's lots of mods that do that, but that's the point, they're mods. Needs to be in vanilla. So it's not quite complete. We need to hook up plastic and we need to hook up water. But basically this is the new version of the white science build with trains properly matched up, hope, fingers crossed, to production. Get all the way up here. And we want that robo port, but no more. Cool. Yes, it's all there, but I don't want the tiles. I do want the train sort nodes. There are entities here? Oh, it means okay. That. I thought it meant trains. Right, so let's stick that in the book instead, or as well as. Brilliant. Now, got this issue with the plastic, but happy with that. What's the time? It's 5:40. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I think, is kind of run around and delete the old ones, but leave the rocket silo bit, basically. So we'll get rid of all of this. You know, and the trees will go with it, sort of thing. If we leave the the rocket silo side of things, I don't do want that. I need to get rid of the trees, but I don't really need to do it now. And destroy all of our things, as it were. There are some random bits that appear to have been put down for some reason. I guess it's doing them as they're going because I forgot to turn off anybody's robots. Yeah, it's just doing it as I go. So let's try and get ahead of that. Cool. Get rid of all that. I'm going to have to take out a lot of those trees, but that's probably something I could do between streams, which would have to be tomorrow morning, wouldn't it? Okay. Oh. So a lot of it's going to have to go. So anyway, but cool. Is somebody full or not full? I'm full. Yeah. Okay. Should have left them behind, really. Didn't need them messing things up. Messing things up. In fact, let's do that. Let's send them all away. So we want you over there. In fact, I think maybe I'll send them back properly so that they can restock for next time, because we're not going to build any more. Because I'm going to finish my usual sort of time, about 6 o'clock-ish. It's Russian Grand Prix this weekend, but it's at a much more sensible, much more normal time. Alright, there's some bots there that have... Okay, obviously one or more Spidertrons is full. Yeah, it's a much more sensible time, so hopefully it'll finish by the time I start the stream. Or, normal stream time, as it were. Right, so who's full of rubbish? It's someone over here, isn't it? Not you. Not you. Is it you? Ish. I know you've got some rubbish. Ah, you have as well. Okay. Anyone else? No. Right, what I might do with them actually is send them, because there's all these power poles over here. I'm not averse to having those power poles placed down, even though they're almost certainly not quite in the right place. Because then we've at least got the power poles for when I put them in. Because this is going to be the train line. The train line will probably only go up to halfway or something. Or maybe I'll just have the train line there. But I don't fancy the idea of having the bots go all the way down here. But yeah, we'll take them there. So I've at least got the power poles. Then they can go back home. And I will turn my bots off. Get rid of your bots. And we'll be a bit more sensible about this. You're full. You're full. Okay. Yeah. So I can get rid of these, these blueprints, temporary ones, to check it was all going to fit. without picking up the trees. So I'll basically leave the silo there so I know where to come back and put it. And we will do 2 trips. I'm not quite far enough over, but that's fine. So yeah, what I aim to do before tomorrow's stream is kill off all the trees. I'm not going to be able to reach across there, am I? Okay. In fact, that's quite a big lake, really. Okay. So we go this way. Yeah, I'll aim to get rid of all the trees and do the absolutely necessary landfill. All right, we're interacting with the plastic here, aren't we? Okay. Let's go all the way over here then. Do this. Grab this here. Do a massive, possibly PC crashing delete order. All the way up to here. Let's see what it does. No, seems to have been fine. And then we'll do the reverse of that. Go the other way. Which is to say holding shift to cancel the delete orders. Because say a lot of these trees need to go, but not at this precise moment. Wonder how it's got a power pole and a substation. Weird. I wonder where they're from. Okay, so we go down to there, and then that should cancel all of them. Cool. So there won't be any there, but we can nip over here. So because this is a proper blueprint, I should just be able to plop it in now over the top. And there shouldn't be any. So I basically need to work out which bits I need to fill in there, and it's probably just going to be all that chunk. But then I don't know about down here, because these two I can feed with water pretty much from these lakes. This one as well. Plastic I can feed with water from there. Satellites I can. This can be from here. This can be from here. This can be from here. It's only really this one where it's a gigantic distance, I suppose. And so it might be a problem. Right, so let's go. In fact, let's do the whole lot, since that didn't kill my machine. But yeah, I'll try and clear out the wood. I say plop all these down. What we'll start with tomorrow, I think, will be. In fact, that's. I need to do this top bit, don't I? What we'll start with tomorrow will basically be the satellite and the plastic builds. So we'll plop them in and hook them up. If that takes all stream, great, fine. If not, I'll start filling some of these out. Because I don't, you've kind of seen, I've shown the basic gist. So, me ferrying material back and forth is not, I wouldn't say, particularly interesting. So that feels like something I'll do between streams. And so then next week, I would suggest it will be the turning things on stream. So I will start, with number 1, as it were, hook that up, and if there are errors and mistakes and whatever, then oh look, you see, there's some weird stuff. But this is from when I was. This will be the walls. Yeah, that'll be from the walls, basically. That a little bit I've missed. Right, so let's go and pick this up. In fact, I need to probably tidy it up a bit further. Start again. Yeah, so that's basically it for today. So I will do my best to clear out all the trees and stuff. It's the sort of job, as I've said before, I can do something else and I can leave it. You can set a bunch of build orders, or have the spiders run up and down a bit. With the destruction orders set, and they'll just clear them out. In fact, how would I do that? Because they'll put it all down, won't they? They'll lay down all the blueprints. Might be a little bit of a flaw in the plan there. I could always completely empty out their inventories. Okay. So, I will reverse up. Well, the main thing is getting the landfill in, because that does take a long time. The trees is more an issue of power. They clear them out really quickly, but it just sucks the power out of them, basically. Right. Yeah, so that's it for today. I say I will be back tomorrow. Guess I should generally do my sort of self-promo-y type things. I'm Trismegistus. If you've got this far, thanks for watching along, and I hope it was interesting in some shape or form or way. If you wanted to watch more of this particular series, there's a whole playlist. We're on, I don't even know what we're on now. We're about 65 or something streams in. And the first 20 or so was me basically doing a regular playthrough to launch a rocket. And then the next lot is me, in a sense, learning how to Megabase. Am I going to go home and get stuff? Not sure. Yes, but I will be back tomorrow, as I say, to continue the stream. We will do the satellite and plastic builds. Satellites is probably going to be a bit bigger, a bit wider. Plastic is certainly wider, but not as long, I don't think. But I can't remember if, for the life of me, I have a feeling that the build I did was only half the amount of plastic I need, and my intention was to do one on either side. In fact, I'm almost certain it was that. So we could end up with some problems down the bottom, because I don't know that when I was clearing it out, I'd forgotten that. When I was moving the walls, I'd forgotten that. So yeah, that may prove interesting. Yeah. Yes, so you can catch me on Twitch on Trismegistus, and YouTube is Triggles, but it's Trismegistus alias to Triggles, where there is a full playlist of the entire series for you to catch up on, or skip through, or watch what you want. So yeah, I will see you. If you've been watching, thanks for doing so, and hopefully I'll catch you in another one. Thanks for watching. Cheers. In fact, it's a bit early actually, but oh whatever. We're done, and you know what I'm going to do tomorrow, and I'll pick up. So that'll do us. See you later.